Blessed day, Sir Hill. I am Alteo C. Uwayan from BSCA, student of Holy Cross of Davao College. I am here to discuss or explain the evolution of customs valuation in the Philippines, the formal name of the WTO valuation agreements, and how customs determines the amount of duty using the transaction value method. First, let me discuss the evolution of customs valuation in the Philippines. In the past, before the country adopted international standards, customs valuation was based on older systems such as Brussels definition of value or BDV. Under this method, the value of imported goods was not always based on the actual price paid by the importer. Instead, customs authorities could use references values or estimated values. Because of this, the system sometimes lacked transparency and could lead to disagreement between importer and customs officials. When the Philippines became a member of the World Trade Organization or WTO in 1995, it committed to follow international trade rules. As a part of this commitment, the Philippines adopted the WTO systems of customs valuation. This systems is more transparent and fair because it is primarily based on the transaction value, which refers to the actual price paid or payable for the goods when sold for export to the importing country. The adoption of this system aligned the Philippines with global standards and improved trust in international trade transactions. It also reduced arbitrary valuation and promoted consistency in customs procedures. Now, for the second question. The formal name of WTO valuation agreements in the agreements on implementing of Article 7 of the General Agreement of Tariff and Trade in 1994. This agreement sets the rules for determining the customs value of imported goods. Its main object is to ensure that customs valuation is based on fair, uniform, and neutral principles. It prohibits the use of arbitrary or fictitious customs values. Instead, it establishes a clear hierarchy of methods that customs authorities must follow when determining the value of imported goods. Lastly, I will explain how the customs authority determines the amount of duty using the percent method adopted, which is the transaction value method. Under this system, the customs value is based on the actual price paid or payable for the imported goods as shown in the commercial invoice. However, the invoice price is not always the final customs value. Certain adjustments must be added if they are not yet included in the invoice. This addition may include freight costs, insurance, commission, packing list, assists such as material supplies by the buyer free of charge, royalties and license fees related in the goods, and any proceeds of resale that go back for the seller. After adding these required adjustments, customs arrives at the total customs value of the imported goods. Once the customs value is determined, the applicable tariff rate under the Philippine Tariff Schedule is applied. For example, if the customs value of goods is 100,000 pesos and the tariff rate is 10%, the import duty will be 10,000 pesos. This method ensures that duties are computed based on the economic value of the goods and not on estimated or arbitrary figures. The Philippines evolved from older valuation system to adopt the WTO transaction value system to ensure fairness, transparency, and consistency in international trade. The WTO valuation agreement, formerly known as the Agreement on Implementation of Article 7 of the General Agreement on Tariff and Trade 1994, provides the legal framework for this system. Through Through the transaction value method, customs authorities determine duties based on the actual price paid or payable with necessary adjustment, making the system more objective and aligned with global standard.